Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, April 28th. Today will be the peak of the warm spell here in the Mid-Atlantic region. High temperatures this afternoon, probably way up in the mid-80s. Places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City with partly sunny skies. The ridge of high pressure continues to exist in the eastern part of the nation, but it'll tend to break down over the next 24 hours or so, and the threat for showers and embedded thunderstorms will increase in the Mid-Atlantic region tonight and continue into tomorrow night. That threat for showers all the way into Friday morning when a cold frontal system passes through from the northwest to the southeast, and cooler air will arrive by Friday night. In fact, this afternoon's temperatures in the I-95 corridor region likely to be in the middle 80s, but by Friday night, early Saturday morning, we'll be back down to most likely the low to mid 40s. Pretty nice weekend is setting up though, with mild conditions on Saturday, and then comfortably warm conditions by Sunday afternoon, with a very nice day probably to close out the upcoming weekend. Let's start off by looking at the radar across the nation. This is from WSI's and telecast.com. You can see kind of a whole corridor of showers and thunderstorms kind of running in this fashion here. And the reason they're extending from southwest to northeast is really because of this high pressure system in the upper part of the atmosphere around the perimeter. The outside perimeter is where we can see the showers and thunderstorms, and they'll gradually work their way south and eastward from the Great Lakes into at least the northern half of the Mid-Atlantic region over the next 24 hours. Probably dry today in New York City and Philadelphia, but a much better chance for showers overnight tonight into the day on Thursday, as basically this high pressure ridge starts to break down. Let's put this in animation now, and you can see this area kind of extending from the southwest to the northeast. And some of these storms could produce some strong winds and heavy rainfall later today in the south central part of the nation. Could even be a strong thunderstorm or two in the I-95 corridor region on Thursday or Thursday night. Here's a storm prediction outlook for the possibility of severe weather today, and it extends from the south central part of the country all the way into the northeast. And keep in mind, we have this high pressure ridge right now sitting over the Tennessee Valley, and on the outside perimeter of that high is our band of showers and thunderstorms. And as this breaks down over the next 24 hours or so, much of this activity will kind of slide to the south and east and right into the I-95 corridor region, again with an increasing chance of showers tonight, maybe a thunderstorm, especially in New York City and Philadelphia, a little bit less so in D.C., but throughout the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to New York City on Thursday and Thursday night, chance of showers and maybe even a strong thunderstorm or two. In fact, let's jump ahead 24 hours and take a look at the day 2 outlook here. This is what the Storm Prediction Center is looking at for tomorrow. Kind of shifts everything a little bit to the east, a little bit to the south. Again, that high pressure area over the Tennessee Valley will break down over the next 24 hours or so. Don't be surprised if there's a strong thunderstorm in the Mid-Atlantic region on Thursday and Thursday night, as a cold front drops from the northwest to the southeast and passes through the Mid-Atlantic region early in the day on Friday. Well, what kind of upper level support will that cold frontal system have? Not too bad, and that's why there is a chance for a strong thunderstorm or two really anytime from later tonight into tomorrow night as that front approaches from the north and west. As we start off the day, here is the indication of that high pressure ridging aloft, with a ridge here showing up over the Tennessee Valley, and it's extending enough into the Mid-Atlantic region to keep us dry for another 6 to 12 hours or so. But then we'll see here to the north and west an upper level low starts to show up on the maps here by tomorrow morning, and that will help to contribute to some upward motion as that cold front slides in this direction of the Mid-Atlantic region here. And here we are by tomorrow evening, late tomorrow night. That cold front crosses the Great Lakes and moves its way into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, the ridge breaks down, and so we have an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms over the next 24 hours or so. And it can be an isolated strong thunderstorm or two. And here we go. By the time we get into Friday, quite a vigorous upper level feature here. It'll be a windy and unsettled day on Friday, maybe partly sunny skies, but also the chance of showers, and certainly much cooler as compared to what we'll have this afternoon. Again, we're looking at the mid 80s. DC, Philadelphia, New York City this afternoon, but probably the low to mid 40s by late Friday night, early Saturday morning. That slides on through the region by the time we get to the upcoming weekend, and Saturday will be a little bit on the cool side here, probably the 60s for highs in the mid-Atlantic region, but it kind of modifies quite nicely so that by the time we get into Sunday afternoon, the winds will be less noticeable. Sunshine will prevail on Sunday, and we'll be well up in the 70s again in much of the Mid-Atlantic region. So a pretty nice weekend shaping up. It'll be certainly cooler on Saturday as compared with Sunday, but not too bad. 60s on Saturday for the most part in the Mid-Atlantic region, and 70s on Sunday. Well, let's now take a look at the surface maps from the operational run of the GFS at 6Z last night. Again, high pressure in the southeastern part of the nation, the Tennessee Valley extending all the way up in the Mid-Atlantic region. Dry, rain-free conditions for at least the next 6 hours or so, 12 hours perhaps, in the I-95 corridor region. But then it starts to break down, and we start to get an increasing chance of showers in the overnight hours, especially the farther north and west you go. In the state of Pennsylvania, for example, you have a better chance of showers. Upstate Pennsylvania as compared to the extreme southeastern part of the Commonwealth, but still an increasing chance of showers tonight. And then everybody in the Mid-Atlantic region will have a chance of showers on Thursday, maybe even a strong thunderstorm or two as that cold front slides into the region late Thursday night into early Friday. And then Friday itself will be a blustery day. Look at this. We have a lot of a tight pressure grading showing up here. The winds will be quite strong. Strong 984 millibar low off the Maine coastline by early Friday afternoon, and that's going to contribute to this strong tight pressure gradient between this departing low and approaching high. Winds could gust past 40 miles per hour or so as a result on Friday throughout the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic region, and much cooler air comes in. Again, we're looking at the mid to high 80s today, low to mid 40s by this particular time frame, late Friday night into Saturday morning. Here we go into Saturday morning. High pressure in control over the Tennessee Valley. Still, the day will start with strong winds out of the north to northwest, Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S. Maybe a little bit cooler than normal on Saturday. Not all that bad, though. Probably low to mid 60s for highs, but it modifies quite significantly. By the time we get into Sunday morning, high pressure ridge sets up over the southeast U.S. It kind of pumps up milder air on its backside from the southwest to the northeast. And by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, places like DC, Philadelphia, New York City, probably in the mid to upper 70s for highs as compared to the 60s on Saturday. But the peak of the warm spell, this first real warm spell of the season for much of the Mid-Atlantic region, will be this afternoon. Again, 85 degrees on the table in DC, Philadelphia, and all the way up to New York City as well, with partly sunny skies. Watch for the increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, tomorrow night into early on Friday when a cold front slides through the region. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.